In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Sony SoundForge to do basic audio editing. Now, first of all, let's go over the parameters on Sony SoundForge. Now, the first thing you find here is your file. When you click on it, it shows you a drop down of new open workspace. When you click on new allows you to create a new audio track where you can select the bit depth and the channel, whether you want a mono recording, stereo, or surround recording. So, or if you want to open an existing project that you've recorded, maybe something from your desktop, you click on open and then you go to wherever you've stored the file that you recorded and then you select. Sony SoundForge works with files such as WAV, MP3, so let's select this file, click on open, file, open, and then automatically it comes into the workspace and you can see the waveform of audio file. If you want to zoom on it, all you simply need to do is you can expand it by clicking and dragging down, or by dragging up. You can zoom in or out by adjusting the tab here, zoom in or zoom out on your waveform. So still under file here, this shows us a list of the recent projects that we've opened. So under the edit, you have the undo, the redo, the repeat, you have the cut, copy, and the paste. If you want to cut a project, you want to cut an audio waveform, you select the region you want to cut off under edit and then you click on cut, and then maybe you want to paste it anywhere. Maybe you want to paste at the end of the project, you want to paste somewhere here. Move your cursor and click on that portion, edit, and then you click on paste. Then you see that after this was the last signal that was there before, and this is what we pasted here. So it allows you to cut or paste or copy, or you can delete completely. Maybe you want to delete this portion of the signal, click on edit and then click on delete, and that part is. Or you can undo if you want to probably just mute that signal, which means that you don't want to cut that region, you don't want to adjust the timing of the audio signal. Just come to under process and then select mute, and then this completely mutes out the signal without adjusting the time length of the audio recording. Now let's edit and then let's undo. Another thing that you can do is you can do noise gating. Noise gating allows you to set a certain level whereby any signal that is above that level, that is below that certain level, which is called your threshold, should be cut off. Take for instance, let's look for a low signal in the waveform, like a breath. Okay, take for instance this signal level here. Let's play and listen to it. Now the thing is, watch the meter here, watch the last number, which is the peak of that signal. Watch it, which is 18.1. So let's take for instance the noise level in this waveform is 18 minus 18.1. So let's select this region to test, click on effects and then noise gate. Then here is our threshold. Threshold is the level that anything that is below it should be cut off and anything above should be allowed to pass. Here we set our threshold level to what? 18.1, which is, we set it to 17. Let's take 17.5. Let's preview.
Easy.
So when you click on OK, you notice that small portion of the signal has been cut off, which means that we've automatically gated out that noise signal. Now you can apply it all through. When you're sure that it works, click on effects, click on noise gate without selecting any region, and automatically selects your whole waveform for you to apply or throughout the waveform. And then if you want to add effects like an EQ, what you simply do is you can come under your process, under your EQ here, you have your basic equalizers here. You can reduce the low end of the signal or you can boost the high end. But if you want to import an external plugin which is not found on Sony Acid, you can come under your view. Let's take for instance I want to insert the equalizer plugin found on FL Studio to use on SoundForge. Click on view and then I go to my plugin manager. Here shows all the available plugins I have on this computer system. Then I select this, click and drag. Here I've imported the EQ plugin on FL Studio into Sony SoundForge. Maybe I want to give the signal a radio effect. I select another preset. The preset I have, select my radio EQ, and then when I play the signal,
being deities or that which is considered sacred. Religious practices may include.
To turn off the EQ, you can simply come here and turn it, uncheck this tab here. When you uncheck it, when you play the signal,
being deities or that which is
the effect is off. And then when you're done doing all your processes, you can come to file, and then you can come to file and save. One last thing before I end this video. You can apply the volume on the signal. Take for instance, maybe you want to normalize a signal whereby you want to reduce the volume of a portion of your recording. You select the region you want to reduce, come under process, select your volume. This allows you to set the volume level that you want to set that signal to. Take for instance, we want to reduce this to -3 dB or maybe -6 dB. Okay, or -5 dB. Click on OK. Automatically you see that the waveform has been reduced. The peak of the signal has been reduced to -5 dB. What you did was you cut out -5 dB from the actual waveform, from the actual signal of the waveform.